Hey guys, it's me again. Sorry I've been inactive for a little while. There's been some family stuff I had to deal with over the weekend, so I couldn't really record anything for videos. I couldn't stream anything. It's just been really busy. Now, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about, obviously, as you know, Twitch. Twitch has been having some issues lately. If you've seen the news, like there's a lot of stuff going on. There's the stuff with Emaru. There's the thing with that um, VTuber furry thing. We'll get into that in a second. Just overall the and also too the thing with the dog, Shockgate, whatever it is, Collargate is what it's called. Just overall a lot of crazy news with Twitch in general. Now, I do want to talk about all of that, but first I kind of want to talk about um my personal experience on Twitch before I get into the big things, because this is all connected. Now, I started streaming on Twitch about 5 years ago, like early, no, I think it was like, no, mid to late 2020. I would stream on Twitch like, once or twice ever that year, like just through the Twitch app on my Xbox. Nothing really much. I didn't really think much of it. I only started seriously, considering streaming. Um, I think it was around like 2 or 3 years ago, where I did stream like a lot more consistent, and I spent a lot more time, effort, and money to make better streams. To make the streaming experience better. Anyway, so yeah, over time it was like I put a lot more effort into streaming. Then it was around the start of like I think it was after the Tarkov video where I started, or actually probably even a little before the Tarkov video, where I just started to put less focus on making videos and more focus on streams. And now that was okay, but for the start. But now I'm starting to neglect making videos. And if you look at like my track record for the last few videos, it's like two of them. No, there was like 5 videos after the Tarkov one. Two of them are about Charlie Kirk. One of them is the Helldivers one, and the other one is Space Marine. And okay, that's 4 videos. I guess this is the fifth one. So you see that my videos, my quality wise, has gone down like a lot, and that's strictly on me. That's my fault. Now, why did I do it? The reason why I did it is money, right? So um so making money, like getting monetized on Twitch compared to YouTube, is easier, right? Like you don't need that much growth on Twitch compared to YouTube. Like I think it was you need 50 followers in order to be eligible for getting ad revenue. However, on YouTube it's a lot different. You need 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 watch hours to watch hours, not views, hours, to excuse me, to get monetized. Now I thought, oh, what if I just stream, right? I can record myself, people can join the chats, we can crack jokes or whatever to enhance the videos, and plus I can make some money, throw that to the side for more videos in the future. And that was the plan, but a lot of things have changed over at Twitch. Like, I think there was a whole thing with bots that was a huge problem. So a lot of people started losing views. I'm not saying I understand the whole bot situation. All I know is people have started seeing, like, all over the platform, have started seeing a decline in viewership. Now, my viewership, here's my thing. I've always made a goal, right? Where I want 15 concurrent viewers, and I'm barely even scratching 5, concurrent viewers. I don't know if that's a bot thing. I don't know if that's just, the content's not interesting enough. I don't know if I'm like being pushed in Twitch's algorithm. I've tried pushing it myself, like I announce the streams on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and nobody joins. And some people join, but it's like no new faces have been joining, so it's like I don't know if like it's worth like putting this much time and effort. And I don't really think anybody wants that, right? Like you have like, you know, your diehard fans who do want to see this, but you have a lot of people who are like, come on, I'm here for the shit post. I'm here for like, you know, the memes and everything. And if like majority of streams are not that, then you're not going to want to see that. That's not what you subscribe for. Either way, there's a whole lot of things going on, but one big problem though is when you have less views, you make less money. So you start putting in more ads. And that's really been a problem. And that's something that's my fault. Like, you know, I threw on more ads. Like I've been told even by some of my friends who watch the stream, they like one of them, she said she got the same ad like every time. It was a Red Bull ad. And she just got sick and tired of it. So it's just like, damn, imagine that, but with a viewer, right? Like who doesn't know me, who's not my friend, who doesn't want to put up with that crap. You're not going to watch that stream. So the ad situation is really bad because it incentivizes creators, particularly smaller creators, to use more ads on their video. Because like I streamed one time for an for an hour, made 3 cents. So how do you do that? How do you mitigate that? Easy. You put in more ads. Like if your ads within the hour are less than 3 minutes, if you know, and your ad space is less than 3 minutes, then you're pretty much losing like 70% of your revenue compared to more than 3 minutes. Your revenue is 55%. So you're only losing 45%. So, and if you're having less viewers, right, you're trying to make up the difference so you get more money. And that is not a good strategy. I've figured that out. So now that's the ad situation. That's a little bit of my personal thing. Now, what are my plans with Twitch? I think my plans for Twitch, or just not even just Twitch, streaming in general, is to just tone it down, right? I did have a video. I was talking to another YouTuber about this. I had a plan to see like, you know, how viable is streaming. So I tallied the numbers, and on average I'm getting about 1.5. Like that's tallying the averages from like every day that I've streamed from like the last month. So I've only made like 10%. I've only made like 10% of my initial goal, and these are like average viewers, so not concurrent views. So sorry, average views I think was like I think it was like 2 or 3. 1.5 was the average concurrent view. I gotta look at the numbers again. I know there was 1.51 some number. It's been a while since I looked at it. Anyway, not the point. The point is though, yeah, we're not getting the views, and I think I've just really shattered the quality of my videos, and I don't want to do that. So I think I should just tone down streaming. And I'm not a streamer, right? I've always said I'm an editor first, but I've neglected my editing work to do more streaming. Like, and this is the problem. And I've even neglected, you know, myself in a way, because like I would wake up early in the morning, right, to do my morning rituals, and then I'm like running to get to streaming, and then I'm streaming for like 3 hours, and then I have to go to work, so I have to rush that, get to work. I'm skipping meals, I'm eating junk food, or, you know, I wake up and then I work really late nights, so it's not good for my physical health, and it's not good for my mental health either. Like, you're putting so much time and effort into streaming, and it's like, what's the point when you're not getting the benefits? Like, I was getting the benefits a lot when I did challenge runs. Like, I did that one, I got like, I think an average of, actually I think the most, my peak was 8 concurrent views when I did that 12-hour stream for Black Ops 6, but I can't keep doing 12-hour streams. Like, that's insane. And especially on my type of, with my type of schedule, right? Like, you know, working a job, I was at school at one point, you know, a lot of stuff goes on. Anyways, now, to get into the big meat and potatoes, like, this is kind of like what broke the cycle. What made me see, and what kind of shook me out of like this out of this, ooh, streaming's the next best thing. Everybody does streaming, because that's what everybody does now, right? Like, I think like it was back in like 2020, like, you know, post, or like, you know, not post, during and post COVID, people would stream, right? That was their big thing, like, oh, become a streamer. And that turned into, I think it was like a year ago or so, it was become a political streamer. Everyone's now a political streamer or a drama streamer. Even I became a drama streamer. Like, I was even going to do a video on, like, stream for an entire week every day, see what it's like to be different types of streamers. I did gaming, I did drama, I did reactions, and frankly, I hated, personally, this is just me, I'm not calling anybody out. I hated every minute of it. I hated every minute of doing it, especially because, like, you're just angry and you're yelling to literally nobody, because nobody is there, right? Because nobody's, like, watching the stream, or it's like my friends who have heard the same song and dance over and over again. And it's like, how is this helping me better my content? What is this? Like, I'm here to entertain. Like, I'm the jester, right? I know what I'm here to do. I like to, play games, meme on them, shit post, have fun. Like, I know I like to dive into serious topics and make jokes about it, but, like, I think my mindset kind of went a little too far to the other side. And seeing what's been going on with Twitch kind of broke it. Now, of course, you have, first of all, you have the whole situation with the dog collar, right? Where, now, I'm going to say this right now, seeing the dog yelp, I can't watch the video anymore. I see it a lot when I'm scrolling on Instagram, or, like, people talking about it. I hate the yelp. I can't deal with it. So a lot of you, and I don't talk about this that much, so some of you will know that my dog Grizzly passed away at the start of the year, and it was not a fun moment for me. It was not fun. He was suffering. He was very sick, and we put him down. I was in the room, and I heard him. I mean, the dog, and Hassan's dog, made a very quick yelp, but it brings back my dog's yelp. So whenever I just see a dog in pain or in peril, like just that, or hear that, it does something, right? And I'm watching this and I'm seeing this, and then he's like doing everything in his power to, like, oh, it's not happening, this and that. People are defending him. It's pissing me off to the core, basically. And it's like, remembering that this is a guy who's been allegedly, someone that's not even allegedly, like, he's just outright said, like, calls for like calls for action, like, America deserved 9/11, or like the whole capitalist blood thing. Like, he said some crazy shit and gets no trouble for it. And it's like, that's one thing. Saying crazy shit is one thing. To actually have him do some crazy shit and still nothing is said or done by anything with Twitch, it's like, that, what the fuck? Strike one. Strike two for me was, and all this is like just within like a 2-week period, right? Now, strike two for me was, so, you've probably seen the clip with the diaper fur, where basically XQC is, I don't know, like, he's just like scrolling through Twitch. He opens Twitch, and on the homepage, the first thing he sees is a guy with, like, or not a guy, like a VTuber avatar with a diaper and a binky in his mouth. The diaper on his, anyway, it's some weird shit, right? I don't, listen, it's not my place to shame. However, it is when, you're opening the app. This is an app about playing video games, I thought. Like, I thought this was like, yeah, you live stream yourself playing a video game, and then we got this going on there on the homepage. It's like, what the fuck? And then he only gets banned for like a day, and he's back up. So it's like, what are we doing here? It's like, Twitch is doing some weird shit. Remember, like, a few years ago with the whole, like, nipple thing, or like the hot tub streams, just all this crazy shit. Like, I remember even Gideon getting, like, banned for like a few years, and then he was talking to that one girl who got banned for a week after literally having sex. She, like, her boyfriend is balls deep in her asshole, and then only gets like a week ban. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? That was, and then, like, now we're doing this diaper thing. It's like, number two, that was, that was like, I couldn't take, that was another thing that was bothering me. And the thing that's bothering me the most is the Emaru thing. Now, I don't know Emaru. I know a lot of people don't know Emaru, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree that what we saw is disturbing. It is disturbing. Like, so if you haven't seen the video, the guy basically, crosses the line, goes and grabs her by the face and tries to kiss her. She pushes him back. Security guard jumps in. Kudos on that security guard, by the way. Like, shit, he fucking checks this guy off. And this guy's like, just staring at her, like, trying to still get to her, even though the guard's like, dude, go away. She gets dragged to the back. And then, if you watch even her, about a day later, she was talking about it for like almost an hour. And it did a number on her. Like, she's still, like, you can see it in her. It's not good. But the response from Twitch is what pissed me off. Like, 30 days. Like, they banned the guy, not even from the venue. They banned him from from Twitch for 30 days. They only got an indefinite ban when her manager complained. So it's like, okay, you don't take... Now, the way I see it is Twitch and streaming... So streaming to me used to be this whole fun thing, and now whenever I think of streaming, I think of all of this, right? All of this. This is what I think now when it comes to streaming. I don't like it anymore. Like, this ruined it for me. Like, the fact that, like, I'm not growing, I'm not gaining anything, that was not helping. But it's like, there's always something in the back of your head where it's like, excuse me, oh, there's some potential here. There's some potential. That potential is gone now. It's gone for me. I can't think of streaming the same way. It's not like I'm gonna go away from streaming. Like, I'll still stream, but strictly for a video. Like, if I'm like doing a video on like fucking Grand Theft Auto 3, I'll stream Grand Theft Auto 3 for a week, and then I'm off Twitch for like the next 2 to go edit the video. That's where we're at now. It's it's no longer fun, and I don't think it's fun for a lot of people, especially when you're seeing like, people getting harassed, people getting banned for like no reason, people who should be getting banned, not getting banned, the whole selective judgment. Nobody wants to do that. Now, you could say like, oh, go on Kick. Kick, I already have a negative view on. I do stream on Kick. I do like, a multi thing, but you can't have the Kick chat on Twitch, so it's like there's nothing really adding to the video. And Kick itself has already its own problems. Like, more or less, it's on the people. It's funny. Twitch has a problem with the company itself. Kick has a problem with the people. The people who stream on Kick. When you think Kick streamer, you're thinking of somebody like harassing a bunch of people in an Asian country, right? When you think Kick streamer, you're thinking of like little 12-year-olds like harassing people on like, a beachfront, or you're thinking of like some idiot, like you're thinking negative things. And that comes with anything. Honestly, that comes with anything. You're always going to have some bad apples or some bad eggs. But like, I guess this is just me like seeing the whole streamer space right now going to shit. And it's like, I don't know why I'm trying to enter this space more than just doing it to play the game, have fun, have some footage, It's I look at it, I have a different outlook on it now. So, but yeah, that's the case. There's nothing really much for me to say other than, now what does this mean for me? Like I said, I'm still going to stream. I'm just not going to I'm not going to try daily streams. I'm not going to try weekly streams. I'm just going to stream when I need to. That's pretty much how it's turned into for me. And I hope to God, like, Twitch cleans up the rack and fixes all of this, because it's horrible. Right? Like, you're literally like, and like Emaru said, like, she felt like cattle. Like, this is one of your top streamers, and this is what she says. You have like, and also too, I just thought of this. TwitchCon security is so bad, because I remember I was talking about Gideon earlier. I remembered Gideon he got like somebody else's badge, like somebody gifted it to him. So Gideon got banned from Twitch, and then later, like, I think like a few weeks later, or even a week, I don't know, gets into TwitchCon, no issues whatsoever. So going around, like, he could have gotten to the VIP section, but they said no filming. Like, he probably could have even gotten into the VIP section. Like, he was going around TwitchCon. They only noticed when he was leaving. They're like, oh, you're banned from TwitchCon. You're not allowed to be here. And it's like, oh, it's fine. We're leaving. That's how bad security is. They can't even find people who, in my opinion at least, are innocent. But, like, he's still, like, he was still on their blacklist. So it's like, you couldn't find him. How are they supposed to find this guy who's literally being a perv, literally being a creep? And, even last year, there's something up with this, because last year, her security, Emeru's security, like, held the guy waiting for the police to come, and then they banned the security guard. And then Dan Clancy had the balls, like, and this is the recent one, Dan Clancy has the balls, has the gall to say, because somebody asked, like, oh, what are you going to do about it? And he said, and he blamed Emeru. Like, he has the balls to say it. It's like, oh, it's, up to creators. They're responsible for their own chats. They're responsible for their own communities. When she takes responsibility, you punish for it. If she doesn't, you blame her. If she does, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Anyway, it's going on 20 minutes. I gotta go to work in an hour, so I hope my incoherent ramblings help people understand what's going on. I do have a Battlefield video planned, and I'm hopefully I can get it out like by the end of the month. Hope, because I tried to get it out, like, I was hoping to get it out by like this Sunday, but it's not gonna be. But yeah, have a good one, y'all.